Many years ago, and I hate to say many, but many years ago, I was sitting in you all seats. I trained as a medical specialist in the military during the war, the Desert Storm War, and served our country proudly. And when the war ended, I returned to the civilian world, and I was able to get a job in the hospital. Like the adventures that many of you all are about to embark upon, my first job was in a hospital working on a ward, and I was taking care of patients. And initially, I didn't really have a sense that I was the most important person there. I mean, I did vital signs, I checked the blood pressures, the pulse, I got the height and weight, I served the breakfast trays, I did whatever was needed at the time, but I just didn't really feel like I was a big part of the team. Well, there was a particular day that really helped me understand that this was very important. And on this particular day, I was hanging out at the nurse's station, and we were joking around, getting ready to go on our shift and whatnot, and there was a particular doctor. And he was not a very personable guy. He didn't say much to anyone. And he walked up to me and the group that I was with, and he looked at me and said, "Follow me." And I felt my heart. I was like, oh my goodness, why does he want me to follow him? So I followed him, and he took me into an empty supply closet. And I didn't know what was about to happen. And he looked me in the eyes and he said, "Son, you saved my butt." And I said, "Sir, what do you mean?" And he referred to a patient, and as soon as he told me her name, I knew exactly what he was talking about. He was talking about Miss Jones. Now, Miss Jones, she was from the Delta area, and she probably had been to the big city of Jackson once in her life, and she fell ill and found herself in the hospital, at the Baptist Hospital in Jackson, Mississippi. And her particular condition required medication. And basically, they were not getting the response that they wanted as far as the vitals that they were trying to reach with the medicine. So every day, they would increase the dose a little bit more. Every morning I'd talk to Miss Jones as I brought her breakfast and got her vital signs, and she became very comfortable with me. And one particular day she said, "Tim, I'm not taking that medication." And I said, "Miss Jones, why are you not taking your medicine?" She said, "Well, I don't feel comfortable. I don't know." And I said, "Miss Jones, why haven't you told the nurses?" She said, I don't even feel comfortable talking to him. I said, "Well, what about the doctor?" She said, "Well, basically, I can't even look him in the eyes." I said, "Miss Jones," I said, "is it okay if I let them know what's going on?" She said, "I suppose so." So I went to the nursing station and told the nurses, and they got the information to everyone, including the doctor. And on that particular day, that doctor had put orders in for the medication to no longer be given by way of mouth. They were going to give it IV, where they introduce it into her bloodstream through the veins at a much higher dose to get the response that they were trying to get. If she would have gotten that IV, as the doctor explained to me, at such a high dose of never being exposed to that medicine before, it could have very well taken her life. I left that supply closet that day with a new sense of pride, a new sense of purpose, a new sense of why I was given this opportunity to serve. And I'm so happy to share this story with you all today, because when you go into your selected, designated job descriptions, some may be in the hospital, some may be in doctor's offices, some may be in whatever medical setting, understand that your job is essential. It may not seem that way at first, but it is. Because you're going to meet Miss Jones, you're going to meet Mr. Jones, You're going to meet all these people that feel comfortable. You'll be the first face they see in the morning sometimes, and you'll be the last face they see at night. And with that comfort level, they'll feel free to talk to you in a lot of ways that they might not talk to other people. And listen to them, care for them, and understand that you are the eyes and the ears of the healthcare team. Now, when you start your rotations, it's very important that you understand that when you graduate, you want to get a job. And I'm going to tell you one more little story about an intern that worked at my clinic. This young lady, we'll just call her Jane. She would show up early. She would stay late. She'd even come on the weekends. I have a healthcare task force where we go to churches to do blood pressure checks. She showed up to everything. I said, wait a minute. I said, what? But she was just so interested. And that's what you want to do. You want to go above and beyond. Like if your rotation ends at a certain time, stay late. Learn as much as you can. Impress your clinic site, but also learn as much as you can. And you can do that through your experience. Now, this particular young lady, when she graduated, we didn't have a job for her. But I ended up calling every doctor I knew to find her a job. But then I ended up getting her to just come on back and work with us because she impressed me so much. So realize that this rotation that you do, even if you don't end up working there, number one, you can learn a lot by putting in time, but also you can make a lot of connections where your employers, such as myself, if they don't have a job, they'll try to find you a job. So really take advantage of this opportunity. But the most important thing is to remember you want to learn as much as you possibly can. I'm really excited for you guys. And I tell you, looking at you all, it just gives me chills. I remember those days as working as a medical assistant at the Baptist Hospital. But you all are going to do great. This is a wonderful school, and I've had a lot of experience working with Antonelli students, and they perform just exceptionally. So I wish you all the best of luck, and I look forward to seeing you all in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.